What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Tsunamods tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your textures look extremely better. And the way we're going to be doing this is I'm going to show you how to use a bump map or a normal map. These are essentially the exact same thing, they go by two separate names. Most models that you find online will come with these, but you'll find a few that don't. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own as well. Now, one of the first things we're going to have to do for this is GIMP is going to need a plugin to be able to create a normal map. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Google and we're going to type in GIMP normal map plugin. And you should get the very first link here, which is normal map GIMP plugin registry. And once this is loaded, we are going to want to download the normal map zip file. Because I'm pretty sure the tar is for Linux, so unless you are on Linux, then you're not going to need that one. I'm not going to be downloading this just because I already have it in my downloads folder. I will leave a link in the description to that download directly as well, just to save you on time. So if I go to my downloads, I should find... what was it called? Insane bump is not insane bump. There we go. There. That one. GIMP normal map. Okay. So once you've got this folder and you've extracted everything, it's right here, sat in front of you, same as me. You're going to want to highlight everything and you're going to want to copy it. Once you've got it copied, you're going to go to your C drive, into Program Files, GIMP2, lib, GIMP 2.0 and plugins, and you're going to want to paste it right here. Just to show you, my one is already here, which is right here, the normal map application. Once that is pasted here, GIMP will automatically have the thing you need to continue for the rest of this video. Now, I have chosen, for the example, I have chosen to do the Barrett G-Bike model. These both right now are identical. I'm going to have them side by side so you can see a direct comparison left and right of old and new once this is finished. So I have my Barrett texture right here. I'm going to right click and I am going to open with GIMP. And you're really going to get to see the insane difference that doing this makes. It's absolutely incredible. So we're going to start by zooming in ever so slightly. We're going to click colors and we are going to desaturate it into the luminosity category, and we're going to click OK. After that, the next job to do is we're going to click filters, we're going to go to map, and if you installed that map the plugin correctly, normal map should be here now as well. We're going to leave all of them options exactly the way they are supposed to be, and just click OK and move on, and your texture will appear like this. Now this is what a bump/normal map will look like. The next thing we're going to need to do is, if you click Windows and go to Dockable Dialogues, we need to have the Layers tab open, which I'm going to leave right over here. So we're going to select our first layer, we're going to go to the mode where it says Normal, we're going to click and hold, and we're going to go to Grain Merge. We are then going to duplicate the layer that we've got. I'm going to double click this one, and I'm going to rename it to be Detail. And I'm going to double click this one and rename it to Depth. Now, in the detail layer, you're going to want to go to Filters, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. My options for this are 5.0 and 5.0. I recommend doing around the same thing. You feel free to mess around with it. Once you've mastered how to do this, mess around with all the options I use in this video, and come back to me if you find better options, because I would love to know them as well. So we're going to click OK for that. In the depth layer, we're going to go to Filters, Enhance, and Sharpen. And we are going to be sharpening by 40. Now then, that is essentially the bump map ready. You could use this and it would do the job. It would do what it needs to do. But depending on how much you want this to work, or how big of an impact you would like this bump map to have, you're going to duplicate each of these layers. Okay, I can hear somebody outside. You're going to duplicate these layers. Like, I'm going to duplicate my depth twice. And I'm going to duplicate my detail twice. And you'll see because I've got the green merge on, it's making a huge impact. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to export as Barrett.png. Now it's important you do this as PNG. And we're going to turn the compression levels down to 0. So next, we're going to have to close it because the texture that is in the main GIMP window must be your original texture. And then we're going to right-click this one and open this with GIMP as well. Okay, so this is where the magic happens. We're going to zoom in a little. We're going to go to Filters, Light and Shadow, Lighting Effects. We're going to change the distance up to 2, so there's no light on the preview picture. We're going to go to Material, and we're going to change the brightness to be 0.8. Because anytime you apply a bump map, it gets significantly darker for any unknown reason. We're going to go to the Bump Map tab, and we are going to enable the bump map. Make sure you have the bump map selected. And for the likes of humans, I highly suggest using logarithmic. If you're using this for machines and things like that, I recommend spherical. You mess around with these options as much as you like. You get greatly different outcomes depending on the options you choose here. And I would also recommend anywhere between 0.3 and 0.7. So for the sake of this, I'm going to whack it at 0.5, and we're going to click OK. And you can see that there is a huge difference here. I'm going to undo and redo, so you can see there is a massive change in detail. Now, some detail is lost when you do that. For the likes of, if you look at this belt buckle right here, it does lose a little bit of detail when you do it this way. The best you can do to get it back is if you go to Enhance and Sharpen, and it will make a little bit of a difference. In fact, that made it look worse, so I'm not going to worry about that. But that is because I haven't messed around with these options. I'm just going straight forward in the hopes that what this comes out with looks good for the sake of the video. So now we're going to have this named barrettnew.png with a compression level of 0. And if you remember from one of my previous videos, I have this program right here, which is named PNG to BMP. I will also leave a link in the description for this. We're going to drag our Barrett New onto here to get our BMP texture, which we can then use in Chimera. Now, you're really going to get to see what this does right now. If I click Change Texture, and I go to the desktop, watch this. Now, you might not notice much of a difference straight away, but if I zoom in a little and I sort of reposition him, we're just going to focus on the body and the head right now. By now I'm assuming you're starting to really see a difference. And that is how you make your textures look more 3D, more detailed. It's just so much nicer looking. So you can see that the texture really makes a huge difference. If you mess around with the options, you'll get significantly different outcomes as well. So do be sure to mess around with them, and if you find some perfect solutions to it, please let me know in the comments section because I would love to know. And if this video did help you, make sure you hit that like button, because it's not only for me, YouTube seems to be working in a way now where your video will not appear on other people's recommended lists through just views. It's actually working via likes now. So by liking this video, you are not only helping my channel grow, but you are helping other people who might want to find this video, and that means, you know, it's good all around. So make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with everything that's going on, and I really hope to see you guys again in the next video. Thanks for watching.